In today's video, you're going to get to see a beautiful 1949 Ford hot rod. Hello everybody, welcome to Classic Car ChitChat. My name is Kevin. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, then welcome. I really appreciate you being here today. If you've been to my channel before, then as always, welcome back. Thank you so much for the comments that you leave for me, for your thumbs up, for you subscribing to my channel, and also remembering to hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is being released. Today, you're going to get to see a beautiful 1949 Ford Coupe hot rod. This was actually built by the gentleman, his name is Larry, and you'll meet him as well. This car came originally from Nebraska, and it's basically something that ended up in Owen Sound, Ontario. Nobody knows how. Anyhow, I'm glad Larry got a hold of it because he's built this into a beautiful gaser style hot rod with a Corvette engine. So without further ado, let's hop in, let's go for a drive, and let's check out this beautiful 1949 hot rod. Oh, can you rev the engine, Larry? Nice. How about the horn? Okay, turn her off now. Larry, I gotta say, what exactly is this?
This is the 1949 Club Coupe.
Club
Ford.
Coupe. Ford. Where was this car made originally? Any idea?
In the States. I think it was originally from Nebraska. It had Nebraska plates. That's where I think it originally came from.
And you found the car?
I found it in a barn up
No way.
by Owen Sound, actually. It was
Right
a
here
barn
in
find.
Canada?
Yeah, yeah.
How the heck did it get here, do you reckon, from Nebraska?
I don't really know. It was sitting in this barn for many years, probably about 20 years, I figure.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was pretty rough shape when I got it.
And so what have you done? Obviously lots of different things from the looks of things. This is not the original engine.
No,
I'm astute
no.
enough to say that. So
No.
you actually built this thing, Larry?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
From the ground up?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And are you like a mechanic by trade?
Yes.
Good for you. So what did you do then?
Well, there's been a lot of changes.
Okay.
We originally were going to go with a basic resto mod and put a small block Ford motor in it, but just to shorten the story up, certain things came down and we came across this engine on Kijiji. It was already built, a small block Chevy 350,
Okay.
and with the first generation Hillboard injection in it. And we thought, oh, that would be pretty cool to put in the car. Then the gasser craze was coming around, and we thought,
What is that even? Sorry,
that's a replica of the old 1960s drag cars.
So not like a rat rod, but really a drag car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we thought, geez, you see all these 55, 6, and 7 Chevys that are done up as a gasser. Why don't we do something different and do a Ford for a
Good
change?
for you.
So
Good for you.
we ended up putting a Camaro front clip in it, and we ended up putting this engine in it. We had the body done by another individual, and we realized that the front track on the car, front wheels, were actually a little wider than we expected. The
Interesting.
track.
Because look at the size of the back ones. They're like truck tires almost.
Yes, they are.
Huge.
We got them from Tower City Retreading. They're like an old style pie crust cheater slick.
Where's Tower City then? Right here in...
No, they're actually in North Carolina.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we realized, hey, the front track was a little wider than we thought. The car might look a little awkward. So one day, a good friend of mine, Kevin, Keary.
Oh, another Kevin.
Yes.
Kevins are all good people. You
Yes,
do realize
Kevin
that. Yeah,
here,
okay.
and he said, "Why don't we make a de-asser out of it?" So that's kind of the route we took. We
Wow.
cut the wheel wells out,
Do
put
you
it all
happen
together.
to have pictures, Larry, of what the car looked like when you first found her?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd love to see those.
I'd
Just
have to
as a
look for them.
comparison, just
Yeah.
to kind of show,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the before and here's the after.
I'd have to look for them, but I do have some.
Okay. My Lord. What an incredible machine, though. So originally as well, the body was essentially the same style?
Yes.
Or you've done some work, like you created bigger arches and things like that?
Well, the only body modifications really were the wheel wells, and we
Okay.
put a rolled rear pan where the bumper used to be in the back.
What do you mean by that? So if I go to...
If you come around here, this lower pan has all been rolled in.
Oh, okay.
You can buy that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, we kept it more or less stock.
So the
we pulled
original
up.
car would have had the same taillight setup as well?
Yes, but these are upgraded LED versions.
Okay.
So that they're much brighter for the night.
Incredible.
You know.
What an extraordinary machine.
Yes, it's very different.
So you put the fuel here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We took a section of another car and grafted it in so that we could have a door there.
So then if I go to the front, so these are cut-offs from the original exhaust then?
Yes.
So they would have come out the side?
Well, I wanted to put fender well headers on it,
Okay.
but because of the Camaro front clip, they would have came out too high. It would have had to come up too high and out.
Right.
So I just took a set of stock small block Chevy headers and I welded a section into it that took it out to the side,
Okay.
and then the rest of the muffler system
Goes
continued to the
underneath,
back,
all the way.
underneath to the back.
Wow. So definitely a Corvette engine.
That is not quite determined yet. although it's got
the
the
words
Corvette-
say Corvettes.
Yeah, yes, it got the Corvette valve covers on it just to give it a little bit more of a mystique around it.
Absolutely.
You know,
So then the other thing that strikes me is, what is this here?
this is what a lot of gassers used to have on the front is a moon fuel tank. We don't use it as a fuel tank.
Okay.
It's only basically a dummy tank for an overflow for the coolant.
Really? Okay. It looks cool though.
Yes, yes, it does.
So it looks like very Mad Max-ish.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
For lack of better words. And then here as well, you've got what? These are your daytime driving lights almost?
Yes, those were added for safety at night.
Fantastic.
A little more candle power, if you want to call it
Right
that.
on. So what's all the electronics here then?
All this has all been the fella that did the electrical system on it, who is very good, one of the best guys I know that can do hot rod wiring.
Right.
He wired it all up like this. We just wanted that vintage sort of mechanical look.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Just the fact it's on display, like
Yes,
you
yes.
kind of hide this sort of thing,
Yes,
right? And it's
yes.
so nice to see it.
And he does a very nice job. One of the best. One of the best.
Beautiful. What a machine.
And it's got the early styled electronic Hillborn injection unit on it.
Amazing.
All the adjustments we've incorporated into the inside kick panel of the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get inside in a minute. So there was never a cover on that you kept, like did you always remove the hood cover?
We have the original hood, but I also made a mold, had a mold made
Okay.
to make a fiberglass hood.
Wow.
So we made a
okay.
fiberglass hood as well because it's lighter and easier to take off.
Right.
And on that fiberglass hood, I've also put on an old school, what they call it, a Thunderbolt hood scoop.
Very
Okay.
nice.
In case you have to go on a longer trip where you might get
Yes.
caught in the rain or something.
Amazing. That is quite something. And again, the windshield here, I see two wipers. They
Yep.
both go in opposite directions,
Yep.
all stock more or less. That's the way the car came.
Yeah, but these are upgraded to electric wipers.
Right.
I built the car so that it was a drivable vehicle.
Yes.
I didn't want to put a straight front axle in it like most gassers had.
Right.
I know it's got a heater, it's got wipers, it's got power steering.
Power
but
brakes too?
No power brakes.
Okay.
but I built it so that you could drive the car.
Yes.
Make it more user-friendly. You know what I mean? And it is a very comfortable car to drive,
Right on.
despite the size and tires and different size and tires.
This is incredible, though. I've never seen anything this size.
Oh,
It's going to
yeah.
be hard to find to replace if you had to.
Oh, that's all they do.
Really, they
Towson.
specialize in these.
Specialize in the
Wow.
old school tires like that.
I notice also the rear glass, even on the side there, has that red tint. So would that been in the original car, or that's just a flavor that you kind of added?
That's what a lot of gassers used to do. They
Really?
tinted the windows. It's just a nostalgic thing from back in the early 60s.
That is so nice. So nice. And how much space is there in the trunk then?
In the trunk, there's quite a bit. Now we've got a lot of stuff in there, but
Oh, is that
Yeah.
is that where you release it?
that's where
How
I release
cool. Okay. Oh, it's not bad though.
it. Yeah.
Look how
yeah,
far you can go.
Yeah, it's not finished off, but the whole purpose of this car was not to make a pretty car.
Yes.
I didn't want shiny paint.
Right.
I wanted it to emulate kind of the gasser era.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just pieced together with whatever was
That's
available.
right. That's right. I
And
didn't want to worry about shiny paint. You know what I mean?
I love seeing this because there is no car should be around without one of these California cleaners. So
Yeah.
very cool.
Mounted the battery in the back.
Yep.
Changed all the fuel tank, bigger fuel tank, and everything.
And then you created this whole
And
mechanism to be able to do the hood release
Yes.
from the back?
Yes.
Well, the trunk release rather?
Yes.
Amazing. So have you always designed cars, Larry?
I've been into cars for a long time.
Good for you.
I don't normally build cars. I usually just service them.
Okay.
But over the years, we've been in business about 30 years, we've built several, which we started with nothing, basically.
Good for you.
we
And what's
do.
the name of your business then?
Grand Sport Auto
And where are you located?
in Brampton.
Excellent. And you do like all kinds of cars as well?
Yes, we do general auto repair mostly.
Right.
The classic car end of it is kind of my sort of hobby
Good
end
for
of it.
you.
You know what I mean?
Yes. You're sort of a dying breed, Larry. There's not enough of you guys around because,
Mhm.
trust me, when you have problems with a car, finding a good mechanic is half the battle. But when you have one, you stick with them. So for sure. What a beautiful machine this is. Absolutely something else. Oh, here's this thing that caught my eye. What are these little protrusions here? Do they have a purpose?
Yes, when we put the fiberglass hood on, it fits in here, and then there's a pin.
Got it.
They got a hood pin here,
Yes.
here, and the same on the other side.
Amazing. Look at
But
this.
it really took a lot of work to graft the front end onto the original frame.
Right on.
It was like putting a Camaro clip. The nice thing about this is the fact that, again, despite the difference in size and types of tires,
Yeah.
the car actually drives amazingly well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can do like 75 miles an hour down the highway comfortably.
Very cool.
You know, and
Okay.
it only took one shim to align the front end on this car.
Good for you. Can I take a look inside to see what
Yes,
the...
sure.
Oh, I love the way the handle opens.
Yes.
That is so cool. Wow. Who did all the coach work in here then?
There was a guy that had a shop right beside me, and Greg was his name, and he did it all up. We bought the seats. The
Okay.
seats were bought, but he stitched up all the rest of it.
I love the roof liner as well. That makes it really cool.
Mm-hmm. That's
Very nice.
insulation, actually.
Yes.
We did that all around the car, and it's got Dakota digital gauges. It's got a turbo 350 automatic transmission.
It's got such a clean look to it inside. Very nice.
And by the way, Jimmy Shine drove this car.
Jimmy Shine.
Yeah, he's a big hot rod guy out
Wow.
of California.
So it's a bit famous then. Incredible. So the original car was also an automatic?
I don't think so. I think it was a standard.
Really?
There
So
was
you
no
converted-
transmission
okay.
in it, no motor.
So it's just literally sitting in a barn.
Yeah.
My lord. Absolutely lovely. And the shifter as well, you kind of built that in there, like the...
Well, there's a kit you can buy.
Yes.
It's a B&M shifter kit, and we put it in there. It fit well on the floor, so.
Magnificent. And no cup holder there, Larry? You know we're in Canada. There's this thing called Tim Hortons, right?
No, I don't have a cup holder. I don't even have a radio.
Oh, who needs a radio when you got engine noise?
I usually listen to the motor. And all the adjustments for the Hillborn injection and everything are down in that kick panel. You can see.
Let me go down the other side. Let me have a little closer look at that. All right. Oh, look, a signature too. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's Jimmy Shine.
Amazing.
He gave me a thumbs up.
That is priceless. Oh, and there we go. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We made it see-through so that, because there's certain little lights and signals that come on every now and then.
Oh my God, it's like you could live down here. I mean, there's so much interesting stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, Larry. Beautiful. And comfortable for passengers too?
Well, the back seat is basically just a bench.
Right.
It's just a jump seat for anybody that... I've had people drive from Toronto to London in the back.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, they weren't the most comfortable, but these seats are very comfortable.
Right on. Well, as long as the driver and the passenger are comfortable, then you don't have to worry about everybody else. Speaking of which, shall we go for a quick
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's even got a heater.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
You got
Heater.
AC in this thing?
No.
Ah,
No AC.
let's not get silly,
Yeah,
right? But,
yeah. But
all right.
It's wipers even.
I love the gauges. I love everything about this. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn around my car. We're gonna head out through that exit right there on the right.
Okay.
I love the dial cluster there.
Yeah,
That
that's
was it in one spot. It's just so cool.
they're Dakota digital gauges that I got for that.
Oh, she's got a little bit of power on her.
It jumps and it'll jump.
And we're gonna go left here, and we're gonna turn right at the stop sign there.
Okay.
So I've forgotten already, Larry. This is a V8,
Yes.
and what is like the top speed? What would you say? Turn right here? Yeah.
That I haven't really determined, but
Okay.
I've had it up to 105 miles an hour.
Miles an hour. Okay. That's
And
good.
that was enough.
Yes. And she handled well,
Yeah.
control-wise,
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah. I usually shift the automatic manually. I don't know why. I just have a habit of doing that.
Good for you. It gives you a bit of a feel for it
Yes.
as well.
I can drag it out in each gear a little longer.
Right.
You know?
But she handles bumps beautifully as well.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Like it's a comfortable car.
Huh. Oh yeah. My wife absolutely hates it, but
Why?
once she went for a ride, a long distance ride in it, she said it's pretty comfortable
It
for
is.
what it is.
For sure. You must have got a lot of looks when you drive a car like this. Everybody's looking at it thinking, what the heck is this?
Oh yeah. It attracts a lot of attention,
I bet.
even at a cruise night. You know,
Definitely.
and there's a lot of nice cars at cruise nights.
Well, trust me, when I saw it for the first time, I thought, what exactly is this? Like, it was just such a unique car. Plus
Yes.
the paint,
Yes.
the black matte, it's
Yes.
like, whoa, that's really different.
The thing about the paint, it's actually DuPont bridge paint.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, at the lights, we're going to turn left there.
Yeah, I just bought that, a semi-flat paint. It's as tough as nails.
If it's good enough for bridges, it's got to be good enough for your car, right?
That's right.
And in terms of fuel, are we just premium unleaded, I'm assuming?
Yeah, yeah. Mileage-wise, I never really figured it out, but let me put it this way. I can travel from Toronto to Trenton on a tank of gas.
All right.
And it's about I believe it's a 12, or I think it's a 12-gallon tank in this thing.
What are these, the lights flashing there?
Oh, signal lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the ones, the first two buttons, do they do anything?
Yeah, one of them.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna,
left here. Sorry.
I'm not going to push them right now because
Yeah.
one's for operation of the electric fuel pump.
Okay.
Another one's for the heater system,
Yeah.
and another one is the signal lights.
Yeah.
Another one is for the interior light. I got
Okay.
an interior light up in the corner here.
All right. That looks like old school. Like,
It
is that
is.
the original lamp? That would have
Yes,
been
it
there?
is. As a matter of fact.
How cool
yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
I mean, that looks the part.
You know.
Okay.
There's just various buttons for various one's
So
fuel
what's,
pump.
what's this knobby thing?
This one here is the heater.
Lovely. And this one?
This
I
one
feel
here.
like a kid in a candy store. I just want to press stuff. Go ahead.
This is the wipers.
Okay, and the one beside it?
And this is the lights.
Amazing. And then the
Yes.
push start on
And
the
the
other
push
side.
start on this side.
Oh, cool.
This little light here is just to make sure that the alternator's charging.
Right on.
When you first start it up cold,
Yes.
the light will come on until you rev it up a little bit, and then it'll kick in the alternator.
Okay. This grill here, would that have been the original radio
Yes.
grill, speaker grill?
Yes. Yes. This is a rev limiter. This light will go on when we get up.
Oh, it's actually a light. I thought it was
Yes.
decorative. Okay.
I've got it set at 7,000 RPM.
Okay.
And like I said, it's got power steering, which I know isn't proper to have in a gas or styled car, but that wasn't my intent.
You
I
want
want it
to
in
make a
comfortable.
driver's car.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
I want it so that anybody can get in this car and drive it.
It's true. Like, I'll be honest, even in my MG, as small and as light as it is, turning the steering wheel without power steering, yeah, it's a bit of a workout.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No power brakes as well, so you gotta
Yes.
plan ahead before
Yeah.
you slow down. And
It is Camaro front brakes, disc brakes,
Okay.
with drum brakes in the back. It's got a 342 rear axle ratio
Okay.
in it.
so you got Ford parts, you've got GM parts.
Yes.
Any Chrysler?
No.
No. Okay. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Why not? Get a little bit of everything, and then you're all set. Oh, she sounds lovely though.
Yeah. I don't drag race it or anything. It's
No.
more of a fun car.
For sure. What was the very first car you ever had, Larry?
The very first
I
car,
was turn left here, sorry.
very first car, believe it or not, I bought with my brother. I must admit,
Okay.
we shared a 1960 Corvette.
Really?
Yeah.
That was your first car?
Yeah.
Bet you were the
I ended up buying it off of him later on.
I bet you were the coolest kid in school.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Guess how much we bought it for?
Tell me.
$1,750.
Oh, wow.
That was in 1971.
Wow. Okay. Good for you. Well, she's got a little bit of an oomph to her.
Oh yeah.
Man, oh man, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I could wind it out more, but I don't really want to do
No,
that
no, you don't need
amongst
And
traffic.
Turn left up ahead there. Oh, I was going to ask you, that little lever on the shifter,
Yeah.
that is for reverse?
Yes,
Okay.
that's to release it so I can get it back into park and everything.
Very cool.
But everything works. The only thing, it would be nice to have a radio, but not
Yeah.
necessary.
Neither here or there.
It's even got tilt steering.
Get out of here. You rascal.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
You don't have power seats or anything silly like that,
No,
do you? Oh, okay.
no.
Wow. Good for you.
But it's a lot. It's a fun car. Attracts a lot of attention.
I know it does. And I'm guilty of that because it caught my eye as well. So when you get the registration done for a car like this, what does it actually show as? A Ford? Like on the ownership?
On the Ford, yes.
It
it's
actually
a Ford.
shows as a Ford, okay. We're going to go get back into the parking lot. Incredible.
Yeah, the Hillborn injection actually is pretty amazing. It starts on a dime and it just stays there and purrs, you know what I mean?
Amazing car. It's absolutely stunning though. There's something so special about this vehicle.
Oh, it's very unique.
Definitely.
It's very unique. You either love it or you hate it.
Oh, I'm a lover, that's for sure. Everything about
Most guys love it and appreciate it. Some women,
not so much. But
not
hey,
so much.
That's all right. It's if you love it, that's all that matters.
And it's got emergency brake and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
So cool. And the fire extinguisher.
And the fire extinguisher,
Just in
yes.
case of emergency. There
Mhm.
we go. Very nice. And even got a eyeglass or sunglass
Well,
holder.
that's got a magnet
Ah.
on it. So-
Just sticks anywhere.
Yeah.
See, look at the advantage of
Yeah,
this.
most
Right.
cars are plastic now.
Yes, yes.
You know, you can't do that.
Very cool. You can turn her off, Larry.
Yeah, the body work isn't perfect, but you know what? It wasn't. Our thoughts were not to make it perfect.
But Larry, you know what? You're your worst critic,
Yes, we are.
right? Because you notice things that most observers say, oh, it looks fine to me, sort of
Yes,
thing. But
yes.
no, I think it's just lovely. Such a unique car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when the heck was the last time I ever saw one of these things? I love the flange thing at the back too, just the way it sort of protrudes out.
Yeah.
Larry, you built more than this car,
Oh
right?
yes, yes. A few.
Which other cars have you built?
Well, in the shop, we built a '63 Grand Sport Corvette. That's kind of the flagship of the shop.
Right.
That was a lot of pride with that car.
And what, was that your actual car? You found it?
No. Rick Storzik, a good friend of mine,
Right.
he bought it, the kit, and together we put it together.
My Lord.
You know what I mean? And
I'd love to see that.
I had a '69 and a half A12 446 pack Roadrunner. I must admit it was a clone car, but it
Yeah.
was a very nicely done clone car. Did a '72 Challenger, you know. What else? I can't think of them.
So
Right
many,
at the
right?
moment. Yeah, yes.
That's amazing. So when you take on a project like that, do you sort of do one at a time, or do you have multiple cars you work on?
One at a time.
Good for
That's
you.
all I have time to put my
Yeah.
efforts into.
But again, you know, as you say, that's sort of your hobby almost.
Yes.
Your day-to-day job is looking after everybody else's cars, but when you get time for yourself, you work on
That's
the
right.
things that make you smile and
That's
make you
right.
happy. So
Yes.
amazing. What's the name of your garage again? Here,
Oh.
let me.
Grand
There you
Sport
go.
Auto.
Lovely.
Okay.
I like to get a shirt like that one of these days. If you're, I'm a medium, just so you know. So Larry, just going in this car, you really get a sense as to how well engineered it is, right? So to actually connect the front to the rear end, not easy, a lot of work.
Yes.
And you figured it all out
Oh yeah.
by yourself.
Oh yeah.
Good for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a couple of friends that helped build the car.
Right?
Rick and Kevin and my son actually Mitchell.
Nice.
Yeah, they all helped with it.
So it's a bit of a team effort to
Yeah.
try and get it to fit and work. And but what a masterpiece you've created.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Truly
It's
magnificent.
not a perfect vehicle, but it's a real fun vehicle.
It's definitely a fun vehicle, and in my mind, it's perfect too.
You know,
but,
I just wanted that nasty look.
oh, and she's got it. if this car in your rearview mirror, you kind of think, "What the hell's this?" Right?
Yes, exactly.
That
exactly.
the fear of God will come in. But no, I gotta say, Larry, thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
your time.
Thank you.
you for sharing your passion. This is extraordinary
Thank you.
and beautiful too.